As a fitness and nutrition coach, I spend a lot of time thinking about why some of my clients succeed and why some of them struggle and eventually give up. Now, if you're wondering whether or not you might do well in a new fitness and nutrition program, I want you to listen up. My name is Marsha, and I help women get strong, lose fat, and develop a healthy relationship with food so they can stop dieting. So a lot of times I have new potential clients who I meet with, and they're very excited. They're telling me that they're ready to work out 5-6 days a week, and they're ready to eat really clean and do all the things. And I actually have to tell them to slow their roll. I have to tell them that I actually don't want them to do that. I don't want them to overhaul their life all at once. I don't want them to go from 0 to 60, because the last thing I want is for them to start working with me and have this be yet again another program that they started, and after a few weeks, after a few months, they're burnt out, they're not motivated anymore, and then they quit. Because what I've noticed is that over the years, the clients who have succeeded long term are the ones who have been able to implement certain habits into their daily lives. They have gradually changed their lifestyles. Key word here being gradual. So anyone can work on a new habit, right? But the key is to make it stick. What's the difference between someone who starts a new habit and it lasts for 2-3 weeks versus someone who starts a new habit and it lasts for years? That's exactly the kind of work that I do with my clients in our coaching sessions. But I'm going to give you a quick tip. If you're trying to work on a new habit, you need to first make sure that it is going to be easy for you to accomplish. If it's something that you decide you're going to do and you're already dreading it before you've even started, it's not going to stick. You need to find ways to make it as small and as digestible as possible so that it's something that you know you can accomplish no problem. So let's say, for example, that you decided you wanted to read more. I know this isn't fitness related, but it's going to make sense. And you decided that you want to be the kind of person who reads every night before bed. Are you going to pick up a book all of a sudden and start reading for an hour before you go to sleep, whereas you have not been reading at all? Probably not. I know I wouldn't. But if you tell yourself, I'm going to read 1 page every night before bed, do you think you'd be more likely to stick to that than telling yourself you're going to read for an hour every night before bed? So those are the kinds of small changes that I'm talking about. It may seem like 1 page is so small. What's the point? The point is it adds up over time, number one. And number two, most importantly, you're building the habit and you're making it painless. So think back to whenever sometime in the past you've decided to take on a new fitness program or a new eating plan and it didn't work out or it didn't last very long. Take a look. Think about what changes you made back then and whether or not maybe it was just too much and maybe you would set yourself up for failure before you'd even started.